is Bank Holiday Monday, and that can mean one or two things. All the charity shops are closed, and we've had to travel really far to find charity shops that are open in an inner city setting, because where we are from, in the country dwellings, they don't open. They don't open until well into New Year.
Listen, we wouldn't like to call anyone lazy, but no.
They're chilling. They're chilling with their pork and cheese.
They're enjoying their life, lady.
Found
Get off
this.
their backs.
We found this. £10. You can see by the inner embroidery that this is a beautiful item. This is from Amanda Wakely. For anyone who doesn't know, Amanda Wakely is a fashion designer. She does also have a diffusion line with Debenhams. However, this is full line, and it would have been very expensive. The company went into administration in 2021. However, that is not a good thing for her, but it means that when you have a piece that you can't get anymore, there's an slight elevation.
You can't buy one.
She famously designed Pippa Middleton's bridesmaid dress at the royal wedding between William and Kate, and she did really well. And she used to have a shop in Mayfair? Yeah, Mayfair.
I was just going to say thank you, Bethany, our royal correspondent, for the evening.
That's okay. It's really funny because I'm really not a royalist, so that's like the funniest thing.
And if you are, we apologise.
So we paid £10 and I would expect about 250 back for it. I also found some toast, which I don't find a lot in Wales. We're in Cardiff, for anyone who wants to know. It was £7 and it had a stain.
It was stained. That was what I was pointing at. I wasn't just pointing at a red shirt for no... Oh, he changed it just like the snap of a...
This was Pembleton. Pembleton is a great American brand. They make
blanket shirts, flannels, everything.
Western wool goods.
Yep. And that was a small ladies.
And it was 15.
And that's why we didn't pick it up. Men's when it comes to Pembleton. Ladies does sell. Don't get the impression it doesn't sell. However,
you want to get it at the right price.
And you want to get the men's ideally.
Did find this cos dress.
Look at those earmuffs.
I was sizing it out for myself, obviously. This is new label cos, £10. They said size 18. It wasn't. I looked up size conversion. It's a size 16. However, it was a maxi dress. If you can get newer label and things like that, there is a really, really good market for it, because cos dresses are about between £80 and £100.
Cos across the board isn't cheap to buy, full price.
Yes, and this was a very nice piece. I think if you're looking at high street brands and brands like that, you need to look at material content and trend-driven pieces.
Speaking of material content, why was I looking at this, Bethany?
This is, it was only mint velvet, but it had a good content. It was alpaca, wasn't it?
Alpaca, wool, and possibly cashmere.
Yeah, and it was this little sleeveless vest.
It was long line as well, which I think made it look more like a coat.
I think people are really playing with knits as well this season, like tank tops, oversized knits, etc.
Yeah.
They did go back to being crazy, and they had these monkey trousers up, newer tags to be fair, a nice green corduroy to be fair, but they were £25.
That's one deep, like money green, I'd call that.
That's lovely. And they had some hush trousers as well. £9 camouflage, a little bit too much wear for me. However, if you think you can turn a profit, they're in the barn. Those in Cardiff.
They were kind of faded out. I didn't hate it, but yeah.
This is the next shop, by the way. Did you like that seamless transition?
No, I didn't. It wasn't seamless whatsoever.
I know. Oh, I was all right. Gosh, I thought you were gonna be
Back
nicer.
You? No, not at all.
What's this, Austin?
This is a Ralph Lauren. I think it is. Is it Polo Jeans?
I don't know. You tell me. You're looking at it. It's Polo Jeans Company.
Yeah, I was going to say it might be Polo Jeans Company. It is a polyester-filled long line puffer. To be fair, Polo Jeans Company isn't the best of their brands. In actual fact, I think it's one of the kind of more normal brands, like I should say. And once again, because it was polyester and not like down-filled, it's just not a huge amount. I mean, I think it was like 20-something pounds, was it? This is a what looked to be like a Moncler jacket, a long line puffer, but not a puffer, if you know what I mean. It was. What am I trying to say? It had stuffing. But it isn't necessarily that kind of regular puffer quilted look you're used to. This wasn't authentic. It wasn't a bad fake, but it wasn't a good one either. And they wanted £40 for it. What's this?
In the meantime, I was looking at this Breton sea salt. One of our followers told us that when they have sparkle in the Breton, that means it's a Christmas special, and they bring out a different stripe colour every year. And every time I see sparkle stripe, now I get really excited.
And you come and shout Christmas.
Yeah, I think
it's kind of cool though.
I just think it's fun. I think sparkle is fun. I also spent a long time looking at this coat. We just like to keep up to date with what people are doing, but what the fake markets are doing.
The funny thing is, if you look at the kind of the side patch on the side of the coat, which I just kind of did it did kind of close up. That was terrible. What I was trying to like show on this, which I couldn't really at all, or I haven't, were the details. So like the inside patch where you have the little cartoon strip. For example, a coat of this nature, like this zipper would be indented, etched, laser etched, whatever you want to call it. And this was just like a simple scratch off transfer. Having said that, a lot of the transfer already come off, because of the nature of the QR code, and also there's like a metal kind of a transponder kind of a thing just above the QR code, and that once again would indicate it was quite a new style of jacket, and it wasn't.
No, the QR code as well didn't work. They have Certi logos in them, and the Certi logo in this case didn't work. But counterfeiters are getting really good at Certi logos as well. So that is not 100% way of telling a authentic item.
Speaking of authentic items, which this isn't, it's Versace polo shirt. It was a kind of Medusa head, but it all kind of faded.
This area of Cardiff is very rich in students. So you do tend, not that students like are buy fakes, but
no, it's a younger demographic.
It's a younger
for sure.
demographic, and if you want to get the look, you want to get the look.
100%, I agree.
It is what it is. This is a nice Rohan coat. I know we don't talk a lot about Rohan because I feel passionately about not liking it, but it was a nice coat. It's men's size.
Does it hurt you more since we spoke about it originally?
I don't have any.
Like every time we buy something, and I say we should probably get this, we get it and it sells like almost instantly.
Yeah, it kills my soul.
Yeah, I understand why.
It's okay. I mean, like we're all here to make a profit. It's just that men's walking gear just doesn't tickle my pickle.
Wow.
I said that, and then I thought,
why would you say that?
Do you know what I instantly thought?
This is beautiful, Jaeger. Should we move on?
I'd love a pickle.
Oh.
This is a beautiful vintage Jaeger shirt. Talking of fakes, this was also a fake box, and we've been talking a lot about boxes and picking up packaging, etc. So this, if authentic, would have probably housed a bracelet worth about, I don't know, 10 to 20,000 pounds.
Up to maybe 100k.
So firstly, a little bit, you get a tiny bit of a red flag. It's in a charity shop. Now that doesn't necessarily mean anything because stranger things have been found in charity shops.
People throw away boxes all the time.
Yes. However, there's a lot of issues with this box. This box would have been extremely high cat quality to carry said bracelet. It is a bracelet box.
Also, this piece of like cloth, like I don't even do quite look. It just I don't know.
It's like muslin.
It's very, very cheap, very, very nasty. And to be quite frank, it's smelt. Not as in like smell of smoke. No, if you know what I mean by fake smell, a lot of the Chinese factories they use
glue.
They use glues and they use chemicals and compounds which they shouldn't. And this was, we didn't even say this was Van Cleef and Arpels.
Yes.
So there's a very high-end luxury, probably one of the most luxurious jewelry makers in the entire universe. But however, once again, the box would have been worth hundreds if authentic, but not at all.
Side note, these are some grinder boots.
Grinder.
That's all I got to say. We picked up some grinder boots in last summer, I'm going to say.
Yeah, men's we picked it, didn't we?
Yeah, from a boot sale when they weren't in that condition. And they sold really well, about £50.
They sell really well.
Yeah, so I wanted to leave that clip in to let you know.
Why did we not get those?
Lady size.
And a price.
And they were 20 schmackers.
Yeah. Once again.
Not that that's a bad price if that's your game.
Shout out Cardiff City. Women's size.
Oh, is that why you picked it up?
Yeah, because you don't really see a lot of women's shirts.
Oh, okay. Cool story. This was a
Why are you going to be for?
Sorry. On the wall, they had some Stella McCartney trousers. They were cream. That's an older label for anyone who wants a little bit on
the green spot's the older one, isn't it?
No, they change the colour of the spot quite regularly.
Yeah.
Of the older ones. They're like season.
These were like sharp, fresh though.
Yeah, they're nice.
Not as in fresh as in cool kids, as in
very
fresh as in
small
new.
size, £25. You probably would turn a profit. I'm not going to lie to you. You probably get £100 out of them. But they're a small size and they're going to sit. They're going to sit for longer than I wish them to sit in for.
Yeah, I would also say they weren't even slim. They were like a skinny jean.
Look, buses.
Look at it. Belstaff, this is lady size again. It's kind of like that Stone Island
Can I just say I'm not just shouting buses. I mean, you don't find it for ages and then you find multiple pieces. I'm not being weird. This is a cool utility vest with a metallic finish. There is a little bit of wear, but I'm going to tell you something, guys. I'm going to tell you something from the heart. No one cares. It's Belstaff. Like, Belstaff is meant to be worn like Barbara. It's meant to be cool. It's meant to be tough. It's meant to be distressed and
You should,
action
if you
wear.
buy a Barbie, you should walk out of the store, throw it on the floor, and stamp on it. Throw it in a puddle, then drive
Wax,
over it.
the wax stuff.
Then drive over it, and that's how you wear a Belstaff.
I just love like older pieces. In the
Speaking of
same
which, this is
shop,
cool.
in the same shop, we found this. Now I've been looking this up. I've been doing my research. I've been doing my due diligence. This is a Levi's shirt. Now, it's old, it's vintage. Things that, you
Look
know,
at the
help.
labels.
The labels are paper thin and worn, and you can't really, there's no writing on
So
them
was the
anymore.
shirt. The shirt was very thin
Yeah,
too.
and I was going to say the shirt itself, cotton, is completely see-through almost. It's so thin. You got the pearl snaps, is a Western shirt, which obviously is just absolutely fabulous in itself and a really like highly desired piece. Austin comes and shows me, and I am holding a bunny rabbit. It was really cute.
And she mugs me off all the time for going to the toy section. This is what happened when you don't see it on camera.
Austin showed me the label, and I said, Austin,
Big E.
that's a Big E. So the Big E, basically, for anyone who wants to know, the Big E means they stopped using the Big E in 1971. So basically, it's a way of aging the piece, and so it predates 1971. From my research, it's 1950s.
But for everyone shouting at the screen now, I've seen Big E's. They have retroed loads of Big E's on jeans.
Yes.
As far as I know, not on many shirts. There's a few clothing pieces they've done it on,
denim
but they're
jacket.
usually denim as opposed to just kind of regular shirts. The other thing is I wanted to note as well, the reason we call that a pearl snaps is because the snap locks on it
Pearl.
are inlaid with pearl. So some people feel like any Western shirt they find is called like a pearl snap, is like a detail. It like a title. It's not. It's a detail of the shirt. You know what I mean?
So that's very interesting. It looks to be around the £100 to £150 mark. So that could be very interesting. The Belstaff, by the way, was £10. And we would expect to get about 125 back. Retail on that utility vest style is 375 schmucks.
In the actual finish, yeah, it's a cool finish.
So I expect about 120 back for that. It's just a really nice, exceptional piece. And did I just say about the Levi shirt? Well, if I didn't, you can ask me in the comments, and I'll let you know.
There were also some specs I was looking at. Some Missoni sunglasses. They were, I think, around £15. They were nice sunglasses, but their arms were very, very kind of, I don't know, floppy and weak. So we left them.
Floppy. Oh.
Oh, God. Anyway.
So been all about the pickles and the flop today. So we'll see you tomorrow for some sensible conversation from grown adults.
Never.